Planning and Zoning Commission is an independent advisory body of the City of Ames City Council. The Planning and Zoning Commission members are volunteers of the community and not part of the city administration. Planning and Zoning Commission is supported by staff from the city's planning division. The commission is responsible for recommendations on matters involving subdivisions, annexations, master plans, and major site development plans, amendments to the city ordinance, and comprehensive plan amendments. We make our recommendations based on city codes, the facts presented, and input from the public. As an advisory commission, we welcome all comments regarding the proposed item. Please direct your input to the commission. If the proceedings become lengthy, we may ask that the comments be focused on new information not previously presented. You may speak only once on an agenda item. If you wish to speak, please fill out a speaker information card and present it to the recording secretary. We ask that you come to the microphone to speak so that all comments may be recorded. The order of the proceeding for each item on the agenda will be as follows. City staff will present the staff report regarding the agenda item. Commission members will have an opportunity to ask questions of city staff. The applicant will be invited to make a statement regarding the request. Commission members will have an opportunity to ask questions of the applicant. Members of the audience will be invited to come forward to offer comments and questions. Once public comment is closed, city staff and the applicant will have an opportunity for concluding remarks. The commission will discuss the application based on all presentations and any comments given and come to a recommendation for city council. The discussion may include further questions of city staff and the applicant for clarification. With that, we will move into the first item on the agenda, which is introduction of the commission members.
Mike Clayton.
Mike Sullivan.
John Emery.
Mike LaPetra.
Matthew Voss.
All right, and then the next item we'll go to is approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
So move. Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. All right, and the next item is approval of the minutes for October 4th, 2023. I will accept a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Now we have the public forum. So this is for any items that people would like to discuss in the public that are not on the agenda. Is there anybody that would wish to speak during the public forum? Seeing none, we'll move on to item number 6, the public hearing on the integrated site plan for 3600 University Boulevard, including a major site development plan and a preliminary plat.
Good evening. Good evening. Ames Fitness Center, which is the property highlighted there on the aerial, and Ames Play Yard are requesting a approval of an integrated site plan, which includes the concurrent preliminary plat and a major site development plan for the construction of a new building. No changes are proposed to the fitness center. The property there is approximately just under 6 acres, and the proposal is to subdivide the property into 2 lots. The combined site will maintain the access from University Boulevard and from Collaboration Place, and the integrated site plan allows for a subdivision of a site into individual lots with overall site consideration for access, circulation, maintenance, and compliance with development standards, including landscaping, setbacks, and parking. This particular property is going to be using an integrated site plan for parking, reducing setbacks, and putting 2 buildings on separate lots, but with a physical connection. And I'll show you the site plan. This is the preliminary plat dividing those 2 lots. The new lot on the west there is approximately 1 acre. And this is the proposed building plan. As you can see, most of the parking is going to remain for the fitness center. There's going to be some new parking there on the west side to the south of the new building, which, as you can see, is connected to the fitness center through a corridor. There's a close-up. And we've got the landscaping and a layout of the floor plan. The big area at the top is going to be the play area, and then various rooms for restrooms and offices and space that can be rented out as well. And the building elevations. The property is zoned is RI, which is the zoning district that applies to the research park, and there are guidelines for site design as well as for architecture. And staff did find that the site did comply with the guidelines. Staff does recommend approval, and I can answer any questions you have.
I guess
Do you
I
have any
don't
questions
understand
for-
why.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Why are they subdividing?
So that the property owners can own their separate pieces.
So the new structure will belong to the gym?
It will
The
not.
same owners?
It will not. Different owners.
And just out of curiosity, not that it would affect the vote, what exactly are they planning for an indoor playground? Is
What-
it like rock climbing stuff, or is it more kid-oriented? Just curious.
It is kid oriented. There are similar facilities I know in the Des Moines area. And Kelly, is there one in Ankeny, an indoor playground? I know we talked one in our initial meeting about.
Honestly, I don't
one in
remember exactly
the Des
what
Moines
they're,
area.
I don't remember exactly what they're putting in here to say what
Mhm.
is comparable.
I don't have kids, and so I'll confess that I'm not super clued into indoor playgrounds and what they're like exactly.
So it's going to be operated as a separate business.
Yes.
So there's already a like kind of an existing play structure kid area in the Ames Fitness Center there. Is there any talk of, I guess it doesn't matter, but is that going to go away, or are there going to be two playgrounds right next to each other, I guess? Is that the plan?
I mean, I think that the reason for this subdivision is there's going to be a separately operated business that is only a playground oriented to children. Whatever
Nothing
happens
else.
within Ames
Yeah.
Fitness has nothing to do
Yeah.
with the new building.
Okay.
Playground or childcare?
No childcare. It's not a licensed daycare.
Could you speak a little bit to the Research Park Innovation District zoning category, and I guess what can fall under that, I guess, as far as uses?
Yeah. It was designed for a lot of the things that you see out there. Research related buildings that are, kind of the area is intended to overall broadly have, research institutes that are coming out of the university. There's a tie in there. That was the kind of the intent of the research park. The specific zoning, though, provides for certain things, like there's a generous setback along University Boulevard there. If for the properties that are next to Tedesco Park, there are considerations when a property is next to there. That doesn't apply in this situation, obviously. Most of the uses, I would say that the fitness center is the exception, are pertaining to research or some kind of similar use.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, I guess, is there a limit to the number of uses similar to, because I know there's the fitness center, there's a daycare there, there's the Tedesco Environmental Learning Corridor. It doesn't seem like like it's filling out as a research park would. It
Can you go
seems,
to the location map?
I know north of that, there's been more. I mean, in the past, there's been more, but in this area, there's not, as really hasn't filled out that way, correct?
Not yet.
So far, yeah.
So at the time it was approved, the 3 properties you see that are developed there, plus the 2, I can't read the numbers on them, the 2 lots that have numbers on them to the east, those are the 5 properties that are considered hub area, and hub area was allowed to
Right.
have commercial uses.
Okay.
In support of research park expansion.
Right.
All of the other land further east on collaboration is traditional industrial.
Okay.
Just to the south, they've already broken ground, I believe, on the Ag Innovation Center building that's going to front on University. So that's the newest building that's going to get constructed out here. But that this is the only place where commercial is allowed, but it was planned to be that way at the same time. Now, did we know a play yard was necessary to support research activities? No, but the zoning ordinance allows that use.
Are there concerns, I guess, like that future, industrial or research uses of those lots might be hampered by the uses that are in the hub with, children, and or is that kind of baked into it as the hub there, I guess?
So I would say, so if you were talking about general industrial, intensive industrial, the stuff on the east side of town, you would hear me have some pause about just sprinkling in daycares and children activities around that area. We do allow daycare in GI without a special use permit. So we allow it all over the city effectively. Theoretically, having sensitive receptors can change the operations plan of a use that might have hazardous materials, but
Right.
you as that business will have to take that into account. So so those people that come here are going to know that there are a daycare in this area.
Right.
And they're going to have to adjust to deal with that. So the research park believes it's a net benefit to provide that service for the majority of the users, even if that precluded or made someone else alter their business plan because of the proximity of sensitive receptors. So really only intensive industrial far out east is where we say no activities whatsoever that's related to sensitive receptors is permitted. We allow it in GI, we allow it in PI, and we allow it here in RI.
Okay.
This hub area is the most permissive for commercial. Daycare is the one that's permitted in all of those other zones.
I think there is a daycare on the one.
There is.
Parcel to the north, though.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
where
I was
the
talking about.
McFarland Clinic, which is north of Collaboration Way, has, I think it's the Lily Pad Daycare and McFarland are co-tenants of that building. So there's already a daycare here. You're not introducing necessarily a new
Right.
kind of customer to the area.
Okay. Thank you.
But this new building is not going to be a daycare.
It is not proposed as a daycare.
We have any other questions for staff? Okay. At this time, then we would allow if the applicant's present, if they would like to come up and make a statement regarding the request? No? Okay, great. Okay. All right. Then, is there anyone from the audience that would like to come up and offer comments or questions? No? Okay. Okay, well, with that, the public comment period is closed. We can discuss the application based on the presentations, or if someone would like to make a motion, they can do so.
I'd make a motion for number one, approval of the major site development plan, subject to the following conditions. Prior to approval of the MSDP, demonstrate compliance with the architectural design guideline in section 29.903, paren 5, paren D, paren I, pertaining to main building entrances. II, compliance with the city's outdoor lighting code. And B, approval of the preliminary plat for the Iowa State University Research Park Phase 3 subdivision, 6th edition, noting that prior to final plat, all requirements of the integrated subdivision for agreements and easements are to be reviewed and approved by the city.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. All right. And that's our item. So that's our one agenda item there. So we have commission comments now. Are there any commission comments?
Not going to see it today.
Oh, really?
Anything going on next time?
Probably not.
Okay.
So, but the middle of November, I believe you'll have your meeting.
All right. Any staff comments?
You'll probably have the November meeting because council did direct us to move forward with the ADU changes that we talked about in general at your last meeting. So so we'll probably have a draft of that ordinance ready by the middle of November. So you'll probably see it then, plus potentially other things. Councils get a look at the overall work plan for the planning division on their meeting next week. So we have a bunch of stuff that we're going to complete here this winter, and then they're looking at the longer term things for next year of what they want to prioritize. So there might be, there'll definitely be new projects and other things that'll get evaluated. So if you're interested in that, it'll be up on the Friday council agenda if you want to see what's being discussed.
All right. Thank you. With that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
We're adjourned.